Welcome back. So, as you saw in my last video, I showed you the results of my hair after bleaching it with the Quick Blue by L'Oreal bleach, and it has like a blue toner in it to help get rid of orange tones, which, as you can see, it pretty much did. So today, obviously, as you can tell, I am going to be toning my hair to a gray, which is essentially dyeing it. So, you'll want to start off with as light hair as you can achieve as possible. It doesn't need to be this light. As you can see, my hair still has some orange tones on this side, but my roots are like almost completely white blonde, like Draco Malfoy. Yeah! That was funny. Anyway, so first thing I'll need are definitely going to be a pair of gloves. I don't want to say you don't necessarily need them, but they might be a good idea to have. So, doesn't matter what type of gloves, but I like these gloves. They work best for me. Start off with, like, not necessarily dry hair, but not necessarily damp. And I watched a video before, a couple of videos before I actually got into doing this. I've heard some people say mix the T14 by Lobe with 050. Use the 050 by itself. So I'm just going to use it by itself and see what it's like. So now, this is 1.4 fluid ounces. This is 2 fluid ounces. What you're supposed to do is mix 1 part this with 2 parts this. Since I don't have that much hair, though, I don't think I'm going to need to use maybe not even half of this, possibly maybe. But I'm just going to use the 050 by itself. So what you want to do is take however much you're going to use, pour it into a bowl. You can see the line. Pour that in as much as you think you'll need. That to me looks like it's a little bit more than halfway. That's fine to me. Oh man, I'm putting everything everywhere. Make sure you have a clean space to work with. Number one, first and foremost. So I'm gonna go grab some paper towels or something to put down. Now, as you saw, I put in the color into my little mixing bowl. Now I'm going to put in the developer, and I will tell you guys real quick, this stuff catches onto your hair pretty quick, especially if you have light hair like mine right now. So be wary of that when you're going about and doing your thing. And also, the 050 is technically a color additive, but from what I've been told, it can work just as well as the other colors, because it is basically a hair dye. So essentially what I'm going to do is mix this stuff up. I actually put about maybe half to 3/4 of the developer in. Ooh, that stuff just hit my eye somehow. And this stuff does have a very potent smell. So just be wary of that. Use as much as you think you'll need. And don't use any more than that. I think I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit more of the color additive in, plus a little bit more developer. I have a little towel underneath all this, so just be wary of that. So they say use 10 to 20 volume developer. All I have is 30 volume developer though, so I'm gonna see how that goes about and works out for me. But do it as you like to test it out. This is just an experiment for me. If I don't want it, I can always dye my hair back, but it all depends. Another good thing to have too would be like something to section your hair off. You know me, that's how I go about it. So like I said, this stuff will catch onto your hair pretty quickly, so try and work pretty quickly. And once this is finished, I'll leave it on for maybe about 20 minutes, because they say it shouldn't take that long to process, especially depending on your volume developer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start applying this to my hair. And also you can use a comb or something. I usually tend to, because it helps make the process go a little bit faster. And spread the dye around even more evenly than it currently is. But I'm just going to do about it my own thing. Sorry guys, my phone is going all over the place right now. By the way, not sure if I mentioned before, but these products are pretty inexpensive. It can be expensive depending on how much money you have, but I think both the Wallace, the toner, and the actual T14, because I got both if you haven't seen the videos, I think I got them for like $6 a piece, but they were also on sale, so I think I got them for like $4, but I think they're originally like $6 or something like that. Make sure to coat the hair, all of it, evenly, and get every little spot you can think of. I can see it starting to work. It's working pretty quickly, as I expected. And because this stuff oxidizes pretty quickly. As soon as it hits the air and it gets oxygen, it's oxidizing. And that's all hair dye really does, is it oxidizes, and then it sits. And depending on the strength of your hair too, I would definitely go for a 10 or a 20 if your hair is as light as mine, just to prevent any more damage. Do not let this stuff get in your eyes. On your skin is one thing, but in your eyes is a completely different thing. This won't be my first time with silver hair, by the way, if you guys didn't know and you're new. So I'm just explaining it as best as I can from somebody who's never had silver hair before, but has dyed their hair plenty of other times. Rest assured, I have dyed my hair like 7 gajillion other times, so I know a little bit about what I'm talking about. If you guys can't see that, my hair right up in this spot is starting to turn like a silvery color, which is what I'm going for. And just make sure essentially that you have enough to cover your entire head, including the back. And back here I have a lot of hair. And for me personally, I think I'm going to end up using all of the contents that I have, not just what's in the bowl, except the rest of this. Because I do have a lot of thick hair, and well, I already have a silver shampoo, so that should help maintain the tones a little bit better too. But in actuality, like I said, this is pretty inexpensive, so plan to have silver hair for a pretty long time, so, you know, gonna have to buy some more product, That's all okay, guys. If you guys can't see, my hair is definitely starting to slowly turn silver. Just remember now, keep that product out of your eyes. It's actually really cool, but I can see blue tones seeping through. So I'm just taking it, smushing it in between my fingers, and making sure that I get everything that's down there and in the back of my head, especially because I can't see it. I'm feeling for it. And just hoping for the best right now. And if you have any splotchy areas too, make sure to cover those in whole. Just to make sure that they too get dyed. Maybe it's just me, but this stuff is burning my skin. Maybe it's because I use such a high volume developer. Be careful with that, guys. Everybody learns from their mistakes. Now, I'm not sure if I'm necessarily going to cover this up with like a bag or anything. Just to let it oxidize in the air a lot better. So I'm probably just going to leave it, on my head, but uncovered for about 25 to 30 minutes. And then I will go from there to see the color and whether or not it needs to sit a little bit longer. And if it does, I'll let it sit a little bit longer and, let it do its thing. But I'm really hoping, guys, that it comes out looking nice. Yeah, this is my last attempt at silverish gray hair. If it doesn't come out looking the way I want it to, I guess I'll just have to deal with it. But I think it will. Now once you get the product in, make sure to thoroughly saturate it all over. Rub it in like it's shampoo. Rub a dub dub dub, rub a dub dub dub, rub a dub dub dub, rub a dub dub. Yeah, I never said I was, smart or anything like that. I still have a little bit of that left at least. So yeah, I basically used up the entire contents of this. And I can see it starting to turn like a bluish, silverish, purplish gray, which is a good sign that my hair is actually taking the color. I have a little bit of a stain on my nose now. So this is the overall result. My hair looks blue. So I'm guessing that's a good sign. Like I said, I will leave this on for about 25 minutes. I'll probably wipe like a little spot off to check it out and see what it looks like. And when my hair is all finished, I will make a video letting you know all about the details of this. So yeah, like, subscribe, and comment, guys. Woohoo! I hope I finally achieved the silverish blue that I'm going for. And I will see you guys soon. Bye!